If you're spending 5K a month on meta ads for your B2B SaaS business and you're booking 30 to 40 demos per month, you probably think your ads are working and they are not. Problem isn't exactly your ads, but something other than that. In today's video, I'm going to explain something really important. What if your ads are doing their job, but you are still not getting enough money out of them? So, if someone is spending 5K minimum, which is the minimum that a software company should, they are in the legal tech niche, at an average cost of 50, have like 5K, an average cost of 50, and then they get 33 demos. Now, here is where it gets interesting 33 demo. Okay, that leads to 33 demos. Most of these demos are not gonna be qualified, obviously. And let's say usually it's 30 to 40%. And be generous. Let's give it a 40. So out of these, we have 13 demos, out of which they are qualified. Now, you are paying a 5K in order for you to get 13 demos. You're not getting 33 demos. You have to really know that. So only 13 are qualified. That means 20, which is 60%, are not qualified. So you're burning most of your money on them just because the qualification process is faulty, which is around 3K. That's more than half of your budget, of course. And it gets worse. You're not just wasting 36K a year in ad spend, you're wasting another 18K minimum in sales team time. That's 20 demos time 1 hour each for 12 months, which is 240 hours at a loaded cost of about $75 an hour. And if you're paying your sales team something around this an hour, even if it is commission based, just assume this for the convenience. It would be another 18K lost on top of that. So this is 60K together here. Quick math. 4, 5, 50 for per year on money that is wasted just because you are not doing your qualification right. This is the lost money because the qualification process. And in this video, I'm going to explain to you what you can do in order for you to not lose as much money as you're gonna lose in this shit, and try to improve your qualified demos. So there are three channels that we need to analyze. Where are these unqualified demos coming? Most legal B2B software companies use three acquisition channels, and each one produce different quality demos. For instance, we have the lead magnet VSL, cold outbound funnel, and that is our usually the best one out here. A lead gen, a lead magnet, a VSL system, cold outbound. You can see that the bone of the system is the VSL. You can see that we get traffic through ads, funnel it to the VSL, get ourselves some booked demos, and at the same times share a lead magnet, get ourselves some emails, and start sending email marketing sequences. Most companies don't do this part. They skip it totally. They don't understand the value of having emails of people who are wealthy, people who are your target audience, having access to that, and them reading more about your company will make them, in the end, want a piece of that. But another one of the channels is cold outreach. With cold outreach, you're sending a lot of volume. Obviously, you're using your VSL too and trying to get the demo, of course, or trying to get to share with them a lead magnet. Whatever your way is, you have to rely on volume. So, for the first channel, we need to talk about the lead magnet funnel. You run ads to a guide, a checklist, a video, whatever. They download it, you email them for a week, then you offer a demo for it. If they don't buy it, you keep on sending the emails like once to four times. This produces high volume but low qualification. Why? Because the entry point is free. One thing that you can do is it cost a low ticket in order for them to enter. And in that case, the lead magnet has to have some sort of bigger value, or you can just put a price tag. People who already are interested in searching for said problem will not mind paying a low ticket price for them to get a glimpse about the solution. By low ticket, I mean something less than $500. That is low ticket. To be honest, I prefer if someone chooses to take the route of a low ticket offer beside the free one, because usually free is less quality. As I have said here, it's high volume, qualification is low, and they show that they want to learn if you show it for free, but there is no intent to buy. Intent is important in our case here, but if you make it a low ticket offer, they show intent while at the same time show that they are ready to invest or fully commit. That is the main theory or the main thing that we need to discuss in this case of the lead magnet. The second one, the VSL. The VSL is the most important thing that you need to have on your website. I have yet to see a company or a software company, for instance, in the legal niche, that have a website that is functioning with a VSL. Well, in it shortly, a VSL is simply you showing value proposition. By a value proposition, I mean you are trying to explain or show in an argumentative fashion why your product will solve their problem. And you're going to answer every single objection that they have in your video. And in order for you to answer your objections, I have created another video that you can check on my channel that talks exactly how to find these objections and how you can even write a VSL. So let's continue. We said it's a value proposition. It's an argumentative value proposition to show that you can solve or that your product can solve the problem. And you handle all the objections in order for them to get them to commit to a demo or to buy the low ticket in this case, or to get them to book the demo from your cold outreach or your ads, whatever. The same. Your VSL might explain what you do and show proof, but it is not asking, do you have budget? Do you have authority? And what's your timeline? These are important questions. The VSL doesn't ask, it shows. And the cold outbound, in my opinion, it is can be high volume and qualify well. And at the same time, it can be low volume and qualify well. In all cases, the qualification aspect is good and it leads you to getting 80 to 70% qualification rates if you send in cold emails. With cold emails, usually you can't scale cold emails fast enough if you're using the traditional routes and you don't have systems and don't have a proven framework that you can use. And I will show you what you need in order for you to pre-qualify leads first, then what to do every single step. So you need a pre-qualification framework. You see, to fix the first channel of the lead magnet one, you have to see the problem is that you're giving them the demo link early. Sometimes it is good to wait a little bit before asking for them to book the demo. They have to learn more about your thing. They have to learn more about your product. And that is why from the ad, you take them to the lead magnet. They get to learn more about product and at the same time get emails that handle certain objections that for instance, the VSL did, or rehandle them again and talk about them again in a written format, and that will lead people to see it effective. 7 to 10 emails before they even can book a demo. And even when they book a demo, you can qualify them again. Obviously, you're not gonna have to qualify them with a person. You can qualify them with a checklist or something that they have to fill, and so on and so forth. And so to show that they are committed. And currently, what's your process? What's your timeline? What's your budget? These are the questions that you have to ask. If, for instance, they skip these questions, they skip the document that you sent them, and so on, know that they are unqualified. They're not serious about trying to solve the problem, and I know. Probably you're thinking that we made it hard for them to commit. Sometimes they can't fill something or click a couple of buttons. Do you think that they can pay you 10K or something for your product? Obviously, they won't. For the VSL, we'll talk a little bit about it because I have another video that explains it well. But the first 90 seconds should state the problem, the cost of not solving it in a way, just like I have been doing in this video. I have stated the problem, I showed you the math, I showed you what you're losing right now. The for the 54K a year that you're losing from these unqualified demos and from the sales game, without mentioning other details. And I have tried to show you the solution, which is something that I'm trying to do now. And that's it. You can handle objections in a way or another and have a video that explains that you can find like in my channel. But in the CTA, you need to self qualify. You don't say, book a demo now. You say this. If you are a VP of sales, for instance, at that company booking 30 plus demos per month and you have a budget allocated for improving sales process, book a demo here. You have to state whom you're trying to get on the call. It filters by role, by company type, volume, and budget. Anyone who doesn't fit won't probably book. And for the third one, we have cold email. You can go to the generic route, which is trying to spam as many people as possible. If you have a big list and a big ocean of people, you have to use a lot of volume in order for you to hit them all. 10K emails a day, 1,000 a day. And there is another process that is manual. You hire someone to manually send emails that are specifically written with one important thing, which is a specific lead magnet that is, in a way, acts as a service for the business. So you can also use AI agents for this. But the main idea for all of that, or the idea behind this, is that you have a problem you can solve. You can create a small service that you can specify and personalize for each one, and you send it to your target audience, or the person that you called DMing or emailing, and you want them to use that for free, and you get them results with it, and they like it and want to get more, and you upsell them. That is the main idea behind this. Works, and a lot of companies are already doing it. Probably you are even getting cold emails that suggest this sort of thing here. In my case, for instance, let's use me as an example. I can find a company that doesn't have a website and create a website for them, present it for them. Or I can go to a company that don't have a VSL, create it for them, try to force them to film it, and they can use it on their website. Or I can create an email sequence and so on. But the most important aspect when I am creating these, I don't want to make them look at these things and not see the value. I need to tell them what value are they gonna get, what type of money that they are gonna get from this, in order for them to see that there is an improvement, there is a measurable improvement. That is the most important aspect here. You have to show them the measurable improvement. And that was the code outbound, for instance. If you want to inquire about how to do code outbound with a lot of volume, or even with low volume using AI agents, link down below. Anyways, so look, the first step that you have to do is audit your current channels. Are you only using ads? Are you relying on SEO? Are you relying on anything? And then look at the last 30 demos. For each one, answer. Did the people who booked my calls have budget? Did they have authority? Did they have real problems? Then you would calculate the percentage of qualified rates per channel. That is important. And then don't try to fix all three channels at once. Start with the first one. Once you fix it, once you make everything sound and perfect, move to the next one. Run it for 30 days. Get more data. Analyze everything. Then measure and iterate. These are the three steps that you need. Identify the leak, fix it, wait 30 days, iterate, and move on. So, if you're spending 3K or more on meta ads and your demo to customer close rate is under 20%, your qualification rate should be your qualification rate is probably under 40%. That means you wasted 60% of your ad spend on demos that were never gonna close at all. I will audit your last 30 demos, show you the exact qualification rate per channel, show you which channel to fix first, and give you the specific frameworks for that channel. Link in the description or comment down below or email me. In my next video, I'm going to show you the post-demo follow-up sequence that convert the qualified demos already booked. So subscribe so you don't miss, and see you in the next one.